Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I actually want to explain to you the technicality of boom and crash, actually crash 1000 and boom 1000, the way they function. You can use it on boom 500 and crash 500 also, but because of time I will not be able to check the boom 500 and crash 500. So the same thing that I'm going to do with crash 1000, the same thing you can apply to crash 500 and boom 500. And guys, I would like to say to you that don't die hard on indicator, get the knowledge. All right, and then indicator will boost your trading in binary. That is how things are being done. So what I want to explain to you this evening is what will help you to have a better result and an awesome result. This is going to help you. All right, so we have moving averages. We have two moving averages on the screen right now. So what I'm going to be showing you is I'll just swipe to any point, and then what is going to happen is let me change this to okay, auto rotate, and then I'll do this. Now after I have done this, the next thing I'm going to do is I will look for a point whereby spike has occurred two times. Please listen. I will look for a point whereby spike has occurred two times, and then I'm going to draw a line above the two spikes. And so what is going to happen is let me just quickly do that so that we can all see what I'm talking about. So this is for example, now you must make sure that the upper the first spike, the first spike must be higher than the second spike. That means this is a spike and then this is another one for crash, so that we can have a slant, something like this. So I'm not talking about a spike that the first one is small and the second one is large. Do you get? This one will be for boom. All right, it's going to be for boom. Okay, so this is for crash, this is for crash. So we are actually looking at a point or an area or a situation whereby the first spike, all right, is longer than the second spike. So there we are going to draw something like a trend line or a straight line. Okay, and then we look for our entry. So I will show you how to look for entry and when to get out. So what I want to do now is look at this line here. Let me try to increase this a little bit. Good. So I'm going to draw this line just above. Can you see this? This is it. Please. There is a learning to how to draw it also, so to get accurate results. All right, now before this one happens, all right, before this one happens, these two had happened. So you are actually applying the knowledge of what I am teaching you now to the chart. Okay, so we look for a point whereby we have two spikes, and then the first one is longer than the second one, so that you can have a slant line to be drawn. So what you will look at for is this, we two moving averages. They are moving average 13 and 52. 13 and 52. All right, so what will happen is at the point whereby the moving average crosses above 13, this is 13 here. All right, crosses above moving average 13, and then moving average 52, very close to the this is our slant line. You'll be looking for another sell. So that is like you catching a spike. Do you get? So this is you trading alongside with the trend of the market. Okay, so for example now, so if I take my sell here, if I take my sell at this point here, so at this point here, can you see it? If I take my sell here, so that means I just have to wait for 2 minutes for this thing to spike. And when it spikes, look at another thing here. Immediately it crosses this, immediately a candle forms on MA13. What happens again? It spikes down. Okay, so that is how this thing works, and you can actually draw it down like that. You can draw it down until when this line is broken. That's when the trend has changed. Did you see that? until when it is broken, that is when it has changed. Did you see how this thing works? All right. So until when it has broken up, that's when you can now go like, oh, the trend has changed. So you will now be looking for another entry. So let's just check one more. We can't use this one because this one, can you see this? We cannot use this one because if we use it, we won't get what we got in the first example or analogy there. All right. So I said 2 points, right? 2 points. You can use this one too. You can use this one too. Where are you? You can use this one too. So this thing works. Look at it here. 2 point. Just any 2 points. There is no mago mago to this thing. Don't do mago mago. Just be sincere with yourself. As you can see, I'm not doing any mago mago here. Okay? Don't do any mago mago. So now now if this one is not clear to you, you can just skip it and just move to the one that is clear because we have a spike here. We have a small spike here. We have a small spike here. Do you get? You might be thinking that, okay, wow, how will I draw it? Or let me just leave this example and let's move on to another one. Let's leave that one. Let's look for another one. Let's look for another one. I don't want this video to be too long. Oof. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this here. Look at this here. Okay. So this is the first spike and then the second spike. Okay, now what happens? I told you that we have MA 13 and MA what's it called now? 52, right? So look at it now that this particular one did not cross the MA, but there was a spike. All right, there was a spike. So what happens here is you can actually place your trade before but I will advise that you actually do it around the MA. Is safer around the MA, so you might not actually get a reasonable or good amount of, but anytime this line breaks, it goes up. Did you see it? It goes up. So this single line drawing will help you, and I'm using mobile, I'm not using laptop. Okay, it's going to help you. So this one is going to be a loss, but at the same time you will have the knowledge of what is going on in the market. Do you get this now? This is going to be a loss like this. Okay, and another thing that you might want to look at for is at any point whereby these two moving averages cross, at that point do not enter because it's going to go up. That's another clue for you. So instead of having a loss here, you will know that, oh, I'm not going to enter. Okay, so this thing works, guys. This thing works. It works. Look at the example that I just gave now. I said that anytime you see what the crossing of this moving average, I said do not enter. Instead of you having a loss that is going to go up, just like it did in the last one, is doing in this one also. Did you get the point? If you are just gone straight and draw your line, all right, and you've not consider, if you have just gone straight and draw your line like this, and you didn't consider what's it called? In fact, there is another thing that you might want to look at for, but let's just keep it simple. And you did not consider the crossing over. Can you see that there was actually a crossing over? Look at it. There was a crossing over here on this guy, on this spike here before this one. So it's an indication that this entry is not a good one. All right, so you can just leave it anytime you see crossover. Do you get that? So let's check this one. I think this is the last one that I will do because of time. And so now we have something like this. It must be touching the second one. There's no need to deceive ourselves. All right, we are not impressing anybody here. So it must touch the second one because we didn't know that all this are going to happen. This is what we saw, and this one, and then we draw our line down just straight. Make sure that it is straight, touching this. No matter how long you want to draw it, just make sure that it is still touching the first two. Okay, then what did I say is that what's it called now, is that you place your cell around this angle here. All right, and then look at how it came down. Pew. Okay, now another thing that you will actually look at is there is a crossing over here, but what makes this crossing over different from that one is that that other one, it actually crosses directly on the candle. Do you get? So these things are actually knowledge, some of the things that differentiate the pro from the beginners. All right, those are the little things, little changes that happens in the market that you can easily spot and then take advantage of it. All right, so when you study it by yourself, you will actually see the technical part of what I'm talking about, and then you will see the common factor of these things that play out every time, and then you'll be able to enjoy yourself. Look at this now. I said that anytime it breaks over this line here, did you see that it's going up? Can you see this now? That this thing is going up. In fact, this line can actually be another strategy for you to be able to scalp your trade in maybe crash 1000. All right, and then you just go like that. You just go like that. So guys, this thing works. It works. It works. It works. So in a situation whereby after you've placed your trade and then the spike is not happening in 5 candles, just get out. In 5 to 7 candles, get out, because you know that when it spikes, you will recover and get more from the initial losses that you've had. All right, this would have been a good entry for us, but it didn't spike. I would have actually entered around this area, but after 5 candles, 1 2 3 4 5 here, and there's nothing, then I will just go out. So that's just $1, right? That's just $1. Okay, so because by the time you trade, you will realize that you will have more profit from this kind of trade than others. So this is going to help you, and even if you are not making entries, all right, using this strategy, do you get? If you are not making entries using this strategy, you can use it to have a safe scalping career. Let me put it that way. In your journey as a trader, in trading, what's it called now? Binary. All right. So you can apply it. It's very simple. Just draw the line. So when you draw the line now, at that point you will not be looking for scalping. For example, now let's say you've drawn the line like this. Okay, let's say you've drawn the line like this. You will not be looking at scalping around this area, like I want to quickly enter and pick 5 candles here. You won't do that. Or you want to say I want to quickly enter and pick 5 candles here, or I want to quickly enter and pick 5 candles here, because you know that the thing can spike at any time just because of this simple straight line that you've drawn. So these are some of the knowledge that has helped and that differentiates the profitable traders from those that are not profitable. It's not rocket science. Very simple, guys. So I'll be dropping more educational videos like this from time to time, and then so that you can partake from this. All right, you can, I would like you to actually subscribe so that you can get the notification every time I drop a video. It is for free. At least you will be able to increase your knowledge in the marketing, and then have a good trading career or experience in your trading of, what's it called now, of the reef. So thank you guys for your time and you know cooperation, and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, see you the next time.